Hello. Hope you're all doing well. Hope you had a good Christmas and New Year. I'm back. DLSS 4.5. Only a couple of days into the new year. Got updates already. I'm going to be having a look at that. Going to check it out on Black Myth Wukong. And hopefully it should be pretty good. Do make sure to drop a like on the stream as well. See how many likes we can get. I might be a bit rusty because I haven't actually... I think the last time I streamed was probably like 2 weeks ago, wasn't it? Been a bit busy with Christmas and work and stuff. So I'll run through the settings. Franda, yo. I'll just quickly outline what I was actually planning on doing. I was gonna run through the old preset, so it'd be DLSS 4, which is in the Nvidia app is preset K, I think. I was gonna quickly just play through like that for like, you know, a couple of minutes to see what the image quality's like, and then switch so we get a bit of a comparison, which I think would probably be more useful. So it's probably better first actually if I show... Hang on. So I've already done this in the Nvidia app, so I'll quickly show. I've got that beta version here for the Nvidia app, and then I've got the latest driver as well. So 591.74 released on the January 5th. And then if I come into Black Myth Wukong, at the moment I've got it set to the old presets, so DLSS 4. So like I say, I'll run through this quick like this and we'll have a look, and then I'll switch it over, you know, just so we can compare it. So it's overriding that at the moment, just so I can I'll show you that there. And then in terms of settings, what I'll probably do is run... I am at 4K. It's not showing here, but I am at 4K. And then what I'll do is... We'll play with everything maxed, so... Should we go cinematic or just very high? I'm gonna just go cinematic. Absolutely smash it. Probably just crash the game. First ink on yo. I'm your misery yo. So there are the settings. We've got everything fully maxed. Cinematic, full ray tracing, got that maxed out, 100% resolution scale, so it's obviously at 4K native. FPS won't be great. What I'll probably do is check out performance on this, which... Amazing. See, on AMD it doesn't give you this quality mode, but on Nvidia at least we can see, so like that's performance for example, but I'll leave it at 100% and we'll just boot into the game. Let me sort the overlay as well, because I think DLSS 4.5 really shines when you're at like the lower presets. So definitely quite keen to be checking out some of those, because DLSS 4, in my opinion, even at quality and balanced, I thought it looked basically impossible to tell the difference anyway. So I don't know how much room there's for improvement with that DLSS preset, but. What letter is the new preset? I think it's M. I'm pretty sure... Where's my mouse? I think if I remember correctly... I'm pretty sure DLSS 4 is J and K. J being the older variant, and then I think the new is L and M. It's definitely M. M will be the absolute latest, but if you want to use 4.5, I would just put it on latest and it's going to use that. I'm purely only using the preset because I want to test the old one first. But I'll show in a sec. I'll put it to just the latest, and it'll just use M, which will be DLSS 4. Let me know on the game audio as well if it's maybe a bit too quiet. It's quite quiet. Hang on. So this is native, obviously 4K native. It's going to look very sharp like this. We're not using, well, this is using DLAA, but it's not using any upscaling or anything. So it's going to look fine like this. Obviously going to look very sharp. FPS is going to be very low. Gives you a rough idea on performance as well, because obviously with DLSS 4.5, the better the quality gets with upscaling, the lower the FPS will go. So expecting to see it dip down a bit. As we saw with going from 3 to 4, then going from, oh my god. Going from 4 to 4.5 is going to be even more of a dip of FPS, I think. But that gives you a rough idea of that. I won't spend too long on that. We'll immediately try and switch this down to performance, just to give you a rough idea. What actually even is performance? I mean, it's giving me the range from 40 to 50. From 40 to 54. Just going to put it in the middle. I think if you selected the latest, it will use the newest. Yeah, it'll use M, which is just obviously the latest 4.5. It'll always do whatever the most recent one is. So this is it set to DLSS 4 performance. I am seeing a little bit of ghosting here on the grass. Already. I know it's quite a big issue on this game. Saw that a lot of FSR as well. Just like weird, I don't know, it's like just weird pixelation and stuff that goes on in the grass. It's quite weird. But that has taken their FPS from 30 to about 70 to 80, so keep that in mind. I'll run with the exact same settings with the new preset once I switch that as well. Might be worthwhile to actually, I'll transport to the forest area maybe. It might be worthwhile to do that. Oh, big stutters. See that there? Look at my low. 2 FPS. Which preset am I using? M or L? I'm using K at the moment because I'm testing DLSS 4 before I switch it to 4.5. But if you switched it to latest, it would be M because that is the latest. I'm just going to quickly travel to the... I always find this is quite a good area because I found the image quality is actually worse, I think, in the forest bit. L is for better quality and M is for better performance. Oh, okay, so I would expect M to probably be slightly worse image quality then. We can switch... I'll try both. I'll probably go to M first just because the latest, I'm pretty sure, enforces M. So I'll probably check that one first. But I could check the other one as well. Let me just quickly jot down so I don't forget. We have about 70 to 80, don't we? Just so when we switch it, I won't forget. Pretty good though. Honestly, don't think... If you really pay attention, I think you can still obviously tell. It doesn't look quite as sharp as native would look. God, it really is stuttering a lot, isn't it? Lows aren't that great. But yeah, I think it definitely struggles a lot in this game with the... If you look at the grass. Especially when I'm doing stuff like this. Just doesn't look quite that sharp, does it? Fuzziness is from the game. Well, in this specific case, it's not helped by the fact we're using upscaling as well. because it's not quite as bad when you're at native.
For what deed must the waters they govern roam free of you? No more toil up and
Pretty good though, but keep that in mind. I don't know how easy it's going to be to see on the stream. I will try and switch this into a video as well.
For what deed?
But still very, very good. And pretty incredible performance. 4K path tracing. I can have a look at ultra performance as well. Scatters, yo, I'm alright, how are you?
Hit the back.
Nvidia mention. Yeah, I mean, I'd mainly target ultra performance and performance, honestly, because both, I think, could be improved from DLSS 4. We're not actually gaining any FPS here. Switching that. We're only on DLSS 4 at the moment, though, so anything Nvidia have mentioned in their announcement, we don't have that enabled yet. But you can see here, if you look at the foliage, they're kind of shimmering on it, especially in this area here. Definitely quite noticeable. So not terrible, not perfect either, but we'll see what kind of improvements DLSS 4.5 will have. Yeah, seeing it here. I'm guessing I think probably this is not helped by, it's the fact we've got path tracing on. And it's the way the light is coming through the trees. You can see it kind of shimmering a lot on the grass. Especially here, look. Didn't really see much of that performance. That definitely seems like an ultra performance thing. If I quickly just switch that. Yeah, that's not really there with performance, but there with ultra performance, so keep that in mind. But we might as well... It's there a little bit, I'd say. It's obviously going to be it's worse at ultra performance, though. Let's... I'll restart the game and we'll switch to the new preset. That's DLSS 4. It does actually say on the screen bottom left what we're on. What we're on. So I'm going to go into the Nvidia app now, and I'm going to just set this to the latest. We'll set that to latest there, which will use M. What's it giving us all this stuff? Override reconstruction, unsupported. You can obviously actually just do it there as well. But you can see there, DLSS override is now using the latest. So this will now use 4.5. New one's a lot better on foliage. Yeah, we'll have to, we'll see. Definitely curious to see what kind of performance hit it has as well. Because a couple of things I've seen, it has had quite significantly less performance. I was curious, does anyone know about the frame generation ×6, like how that works? Because I've been at work all day and I haven't really had too much time to really look into it. But I couldn't see anything really like, is it out yet? To me, it looked like it was just the demo, and that's not actually out yet. Because I'd obviously be curious to have a test of that as well, but I'm kind of assuming that it's maybe comes out at a later date. Because I couldn't see anything driver-wise. So a quick overview if you've just joined. I've just switched to DLSS 4.5. I was having a quick look at 4, but I've switched to DLSS 4.5 now. So in Nvidia app, I'm on the beta version. We've got that 11.0.6.374, and then driver-wise, I'm on 591.74, which is obviously the driver that came out yesterday. And then Black Myth Wukong in the Nvidia app itself, I've overridden DLSS with the latest, which I believe is preset M. And then in terms of in-game, I am at 4K, although it's put me to 1440p, but I'm at 4K here. And then graphics-wise, I'm going to go back to performance. And then got full ray tracing on, and graphics, basically everything's maxed out. It's got everything set to cinematic, so natively. I do just want to quickly check, actually, if I'm just quickly going to boot into the game. Natively, it should be about 30, I think, that's what we were getting, wasn't it? About 30. 30 FPS at 4K, which is pretty brutal. That's not released until spring, yeah, I thought so. I think the videos I saw, it was just purely the demo of it, but no one actually can use it yet. Kind of similar to the, what's it called? FSR Radiance caching. It was just demoed, wasn't it? Yeah, so natively, even in this area, it's still 28. 28, 30 in that area. I won't spend too much time on that. Drop it down to performance, so... What did I have it on? I put it on like 49, didn't I? Now, I jotted down, we had about 70 to 80, didn't we? Pushing more, I think, towards 80 FPS with the old DLSS 4 with these exact settings. So straight away, it does look like it is less FPS. We're seeing a bit more closer to 70 there. 71, 72, although we have gone up to about 80 here. In terms of image quality, it definitely looks... It looks really sharp. If anything, it looks way too sharp. Definitely looks better, though, but it looks way too sharp. That does look... It looks good, though. Straight away seeing it here, it looks pretty good. I'm not really seeing any... I'm not seeing the shimmering on the grass as badly. Maybe it's still a little bit here, but I think that's just like... It's just kind of grainy. And just very sharp. Look at that water.
For what deed must the red one into the woods flee? Smoke rises high from wood afire.
Pretty good. I'll check Ultra Performance in a sec, because I think that's where image quality was obviously at its absolute worst. See, we're dipping down to in the 60s here, 65. So it's definitely a little hit of FPS. Not anything insane, I don't think. It's not as I thought maybe it'd be a bit worse FPS-wise. Pretty good, I think. What's it look like when I'm swinging this around? Definitely doesn't have the kind of pixelation on the foliage and stuff that it had before. Or at least it's nowhere near as noticeable. I just think it's maybe a bit too sharp, though. It feels like the sharpness scale has just been, like... sent to the moon. I mean, this is, to be fair, this, when you think of like old DLSS performance from years ago, this is like insane. When you actually think about it. DLSS performance for me in a lot of games, I would never use that in a million years. It always just looks so bad. Here it looks, honestly, like, it's not even, almost indistinguishable between anything else. Ultra performance, though, that'll be the big test. I'll switch down to this. And we had that big issue with the foliage, didn't we? The shimmering. That, to me, looks like it's completely gone. Where was that area, that exact area where it was really bad? Where it was coming through the trees. Let me kill this guy. Weird in this game, I don't really get any FPS increase from going from performance to ultra performance. Where was that exact area? It was here, wasn't it? It was here, yeah. It was right on the grass here, wasn't it? I would say you can still notice something going on. But it's more of the way the light is coming through the leaves, you know? And it doesn't look as fuzzy. Because that's the effect it was giving before, but it just was very fuzzy and blurry and stuff, where now it looks sharper. Honestly, that's pretty crazy for ultra performance. Pretty nuts. What do we think? I think that looks pretty ridiculous, honestly. This is DLAA? No, this is ultra performance. I know, it looks like DLAA, doesn't it? It looks like DLAA, but it's ultra performance. That's how crazy this is. Maybe transport back to the other area as well and have a look there. Can it be adjusted? The sharpness? I don't know. Can it in this game? I always forget the areas. Is it this one? Where was it that I was? I think it's that. How do you enable DLSS 4.5? I'm going to do a quick video. I'll try and do a quick video tonight on it. It's very simple. But if for like a brief description, you need to make sure you're on the beta 11.0.6374 of the Nvidia app. Just need to tick this and you'll get that. And then all you need to do is make sure on the latest driver 591.74, and then if you put it to the latest, if you override it with the latest preset, or you can put it to preset M here. Either way, I just use latest because it's going to use DLSS 4.5. That's DLSS 4.5. So once you switch that on DLSS in-game, it'll be using DLSS 4.5. But I'll try and do a quick video later, like a 1 or 2 minute video, and I'll just walk through like exactly what I did. But yeah, this is... I don't know, this is crazy. It looks very good. Definitely, I would say, not perfect, but honestly, I'm not sure anything AI, I don't know, maybe I'll eat my words. I can kind of tell some ghosting or something going on here with the grass, but it's only because I'm being really picky, you know? I hate to say it, but this is like way ahead of FSR. I mean, when I was testing that recently in this game, this DLSS 4.5 update is pretty nuts in comparison. Still getting stuttering though. How do I use my specials and stuff? I always forget. So yeah, definitely maybe some bits are still ghosting, but... Whoa! DLSS 4 is still the best compromise. I don't really see much of a performance here. It's probably because... It probably helps because I'm on a 5090. I'm guessing with... I know... Because this is available up to... Is it like 2000 series? I'm guessing you're obviously going to have a much bigger performance hit on lower end GPUs or like previous gen GPUs and stuff. So like, it's maybe a little bit difficult for me to say. Because I'm on, you know... I'm on a 5090. It's not going to get much better than this. So, but I'm not really seeing much of a performance hit on this. My OS is bloated. What do you mean? I've pretty much got nothing on this PC. How do I get out of this? Very good though, even with the combat and stuff, it looks really good. Still sitting in that 70 to 80 FPS, so like I say, we had 70 to 80 FPS before I switched to DLSS 4.5. Even with DLSS 4, we had basically the same FPS. Yeah, I'll check the other preset. I just want to have a quick look at it like this, because I think I'll have to restart the game, won't I? Really good. I don't know what this will look like on the stream. It'll obviously maybe look slightly worse quality from what I'm seeing, but hopefully it's not too bad. So you are still seeing a bit here, like on the grass, but we're not seeing any of that crazy shimmering that we saw with DLSS 4. What FPS do I get with no DLSS? With what, 4K full setting, max settings, path tracing? It's about 30. Frame generation is... Oh, no. No, there's no frame generation. This is purely upscaling. The 6 times frame generation update isn't actually available, I don't think, in games yet. But this is no, I'm not using frame generation. So this preset is supposedly better performance, isn't it? Preset M. Is that the case? So if we go to... What was the other? Was it L? Oh yeah, I guess it would be, wouldn't it? Which is supposed to be better quality, I'm guessing? Yeah, so if we go back to L, I'll have a look at that with the same settings and see what that gives us. So I've switched it to... I've overridden preset L here, which is still DLSS 4.5, but possibly better image quality and maybe worse performance, but we'll see. Is that DLSS quality? No, just then we were actually using DLSS Ultra Performance just there. DLSS 4.5 is not good on... Yeah, I was reading some stuff, people saying it was a massive performance hit on the older GPUs, but I don't have any I don't have any of those GPUs, so I couldn't test that. At the moment on this, I know, like I said before, I'm on a 5090 at the moment, so it's not really probably the best gauge as to like performance here. I'm seeing like a little bit of drop of FPS. If you compare it area to area, we had closer to 80, where when I went to DLSS 4.5, it kind of hovered a bit more between 70 75. So it was a bit of a hit, but like not really noticeable. It's not like a massive drop off. So we've got, I'll leave it on, let's go back to performance actually, just because that's where we had about 70 to 80, didn't we? So that'll be a good test. But this is with the preset L instead now, so I'm still at 4K, got everything maxed out. Six times isn't out. Yeah, no, I know. We're not using frame generation or anything. So even this to me looks pretty much the same FPS. I had to say, I mean, it's almost impossible to really tell any difference. It looks the same to me as the other preset. Wukong's giving a hard time. Yeah, this is 4K with path tracing, so... Wonder if they made improvements to DLAA. Issue is DLAA already looked really good, so how do you make, you know, how do you make noticeable improvements to that? The better it looks already, the harder it's going to be to even really tell much difference. I could barely even tell the difference between DLAA and native. Even with like DLSS 4, I think you can barely even tell the difference between that. I don't know, honestly, between preset L and M. It looks the same to me. I can't really tell any huge difference. Is this with multi-frame generation times 6? No, that's not out. Try quality. I can have a look, yeah. L is heavy. Well, yeah, I'm not... The thing is, I'm not seeing any difference in performance. Same performance for me. Same performance between L and M. I'm not really seeing much difference. It looks, even quality visually, it looks basically the same to me. Like, FPS looks the same as well. Damn, bro. I think just disappear. It's stuttering a lot there. Look at that. It really doesn't like this area. Look at that. I'm not sure my upscaling changes are applying FPS isn't changing. Yeah, it's because there's not much difference on this game between performance and ultra performance. It is applying though, because if I change it to quality, you'll see. Yeah. It's just there's not much difference between performance and ultra performance in this in terms of FPS wise. But this is quality, you get about 50, so... This is quality though. I think probably can... It's a little bit sharper than performance, I would say. It's not like... This is a thing now, it's... The presets are all so close together in terms of quality, like they're all really good, so it just becomes harder and harder to actually tell much difference. Like they're all so good, it's like it becomes harder and harder to actually tell any difference. And bear in mind too that this is with path tracing, often that can sometimes make the image quite noisy and stuff as well, so it's possible if you switch that off, it might actually look a little bit less noisy in some bits. Amrim at Man United in crisis. I saw the what was the Mark Goldbridge was like live, wasn't he, when it happened? He was like absolutely losing it. Let me know what other settings you want to see whilst I'm, you know, if we want to see quality or balanced or maybe DLAA and stuff. This is with, or even what preset. I've still got it on L here. This quality though, it does. I mean, it looks really good. I thought quality with even just DLSS 4 looked good, to be honest, but it's very hard to even tell the difference between old and newer quality. Should we maybe see how much we can tell between quality and DLAA or something? The water in this game looks crazy. How good does that look on the stream? Even just like the ripples, look. It reminds me of The Last of Us water. That always looked crazy. Look at that here. Performance, yeah, we did. I'll switch back then. We did look at that for a little bit. I'll switch that back and then 55. I think that's balanced. 55's balanced. I was putting it on like 49 for. I think 54 is performance. Yeah. That's performance. What's the difference between L and M? They're just different use cases, I think. I'm not sure which way round it goes. I think one's maybe slightly worse on performance, but better quality, and then the other's better performance, maybe slightly worse quality at certain presets. So it probably depends like what you want to use. I can't tell the difference between performance and quality. anymore. Like, that is completely just gone now. There's just no noticeable, like, there's no massive noticeable difference between the two, honestly. At least in this game. I've only seen it in this game, but possibly would. I'll try and check Cyberpunk out maybe tomorrow, because that always had quite bad ghosting, probably some of the worst ghosting, especially with path tracing on. I wonder if how much better it'll look with that. I think there are some aspects of it you could really pick. Like if you freeze framed, zoomed in to like a grain of grass, you could probably get the difference, you know. But in terms of real time playing, I just don't think you'll be able to tell or even notice.
We'll rise again.
I hate those arrows things so much. Have I tested dynamic frame generation? It's not out yet. It's not out in any games yet, so I can't. Ah! Even the water looks so good with performance still. Yeah, it's definitely very sharp. That's one thing that I noticed at the very beginning when we switched it on. 4.5 looks really sharp in comparison. When I went from DLSS 4 performance to 4.5 performance, it looks really sharp in comparison. I'll go down to 25% here and then I'll switch back to M. Is there a there might even be, is there not a slider in the is there a slider for that in this game? Because there isn't a game sharpening slider, is there? No sharp. No, I don't think there is. I don't. I mean, it'd be in graphics, wouldn't it? I don't see anything like that. Guys, do make sure to drop a like on the stream if you haven't already. Consider subscribing to the channel too. I'll try and check Cyberpunk out tomorrow. Now this is ultra performance and it still looks pretty nuts. There is a slider in the game. Oh, it's in display, is it? I was looking in graphics. There we go. When it's halfway. Really don't want to switch that completely off, do I? Give it a 3. Still though, it did 4.5, like 5 when I had it on 5. With DLSS 4, it didn't look that sharp, but when I went to 4.5, I would say 3 here looks about the same as what 4 looked like. Hey Lucas, yo! Naruto, yo! What's going on here? What the hell was that? Still definitely some ghosting. I don't know how easy that is to see on the stream, but if you look, this see this grass here, this exact bit here. Keep an eye on that as I'm like running through. You see it ghosting a little? Yeah, you see it a little bit here. I mean, it's the most nitpicky thing ever, but... Also interesting to see that the RTX 5090's only GPU having almost no... Yeah, it makes sense though. I mean, the 5090 is the most powerful GPU currently in the consumer gaming space. So it would make sense that you would see the least performance hit because it's to... I forget what it is, but it's like compute units. The older GPUs, like especially the 20 series, I don't even think has this like specific thing that it uses, so therefore it's going to have like a massive hit in comparison, you know? This is still up. I don't... What does that mean? This is 4K, yeah. Where's the save bit around here so I can change the preset? I thought there'd be a save point. Is it this way? Even a 5080 is dropping like 20%. That is a lot. I mean, maybe we saw at most 10%. Up equals ultra performance. Oh, right. Yeah, this is ultra performance, yeah. I can faintly see the ghosting. Yeah, it's definitely still there. It'd be interesting to see in Cyberpunk, because I honestly think Cyberpunk probably has the worst ghosting. That and the Oblivion... like Unreal Engine 5 update, that game has horrendous ghosting. Or it did do when I played it. I'm gonna reset and put it on the M. Yeah, that's a good point actually. I might just check out multi-frame generation here and see if that does any causes us any issues. We put it to ×4. We obviously don't have 6 yet, which is ridiculous even saying out loud. 6 times frame generation. When does it end? Might be worthwhile. Will my latency work? It will work. Will it? Sometimes my latency doesn't work very well when I've got MSI open. It's giving us 42. I'll quickly demo you the latency maybe. Not that this is of any... this isn't anything new, but... What did we have before I switch on? So... 30 milliseconds-ish. So that's adding, what, just over 10 milliseconds? It's really not going to be that big a deal. You lost about 3%. Yeah, I didn't see. I mean, we had about, giving it an exact like-for-like comparison, we had about between 75 and 80. And then when I changed to 4.5, I was still getting about a 75 average. So you're talking like a couple of FPS at most. Really not even noticeable. In this game, at least. It might be slightly different in other games. So that's with frame generation. I'd say the image looks a little bit more flat to me. I'm getting this weird flickering. Do you see that a bit? Move the camera around. Especially, yeah, it's when I'm moving. Do you see this, like, weird line go across my screen? And ghosting is quite significantly worse here. Look at the grass. That's definitely way noisier with frame generation on. Asuaki, yo.
Proven true.
Probably worth if I'll try and get a save. I think there's just one through this bit. I'll just skip all these enemies. Can I get through? I've had a shocker. I thought it was in a different area. Better FPS with 4.5? No, you'll get slightly less. I think it's through that gate, isn't it? How you use this only using the latest preset? No, at the moment I'm on preset L. I'm about to switch it to M. I used the latest earlier, which is M. What do we think then? I hear lots of you saying getting massive performance hits. I guess it's going to be massively dependent. It's easy for me to say because I'm obviously on a 5090, so I feel like that's going to be the least affected GPU performance-wise. Every other GPU is underneath that, isn't it? So, it's and I saw a lot of that in forums as well. People saying like it's not worth the FPS hit. So I guess it's going to be probably massively dependent on what GPU you're using. I'll switch it to M here. So override preset M now. Game hasn't even stopped. For you, it's just showing K with latest. It's possible you don't have... Are you in the beta Nvidia app? You need to be in the beta here. You need to make sure this is ticked, and you make sure you're in Nvidia app version 11.06374. You might not have done that. Once you've done that, you need to also obviously be on the latest driver, and then you should see it. I'm going to record a quick video tonight, like a 1 or 2 minute video to show how to do it. And I'll try and edit it and maybe release it tomorrow. But I get all of the... that to me suggests you're still only seeing DLSS 4, which means you probably don't have the beta. Which driver version? It's 5... What's it? 591.74. If yours only goes to K, it's possible you're not on the beta Nvidia app. What version of the Nvidia app are you on? I assume you've got the latest drivers. If you've got the latest drivers and you're still only seeing K, it's probably because you're not on the correct version of the Nvidia app. But like I say, I'll do a video. I'll try and record a video quick after this and edit it, and then I'll put it out. It'll only be like, it's very easy and quick to do, but if I'll just show how I did it from like start to finish. So we're on preset M now, and if I'll go in with the same settings. I'm going to switch frame generation off just because I don't really find that useful until we get 6 times. Ultra performance still, path tracing, cinematic. I'm still at 4K. No, 6 times frame generation isn't out yet. How much performance did I lose? Basically nothing. Couple of FPS, not really any noticeable difference for me. So you know what? Switching back to M looks better to me. I think M looks better. I don't know if that's supposed to happen. M looks the best to me, and the performance is the same. You wanted to see ×6 multi-frame generation? Yeah, I don't think it's out yet. I'll test it as soon as it comes out, but it's not a thing yet. Is this quality? No, this is ultra performance at the moment. You think L is only better on ultra performance? From me seeing this though, M looks better on ultra performance. I've just seen ultra performance with both, and M looks better, even with ultra performance. This to me looks like there's some weird ghosting with L. I'm not seeing that at all. M is best for performance. M, I don't know, maybe I'm crazy. M looks better in my opinion. It looks sharper, I don't know. Placebo. Hell is us. I didn't, I need to play a bit more of that game. I didn't really play, I played a bit of it. I wasn't really sure what I thought of it. What's the best way to, like, kill these ones? I'm using M or L? M. This guy's getting absolutely smacked about. But this looks, I tell you, there is no difference anymore between... Oh God. There's literally no difference between, like, quality and ultra performance anymore. It's game over. We're in endgame. We're in endgame of gaming. Gaming is about to be completed. Whoa! AMD's doomed. Yeah, I don't know. The thing I wonder is, did Nvidia... Because, I mean, Redstone only came out... When was it? It was like mid-December, wasn't it? Obviously, Nvidia knew they had this. Were they just purely waiting for AMD to drop it and then just think, ah, well, here you go. Am I just gassing it or you dead ass can't tell? I like I said before, if you took screenshots, why every time do I pause do I keep getting attacked? If you took screenshots on like some really specific area, like if you took screenshots here, right, and you zoomed into like a blade of grass, you probably could tell a difference. But in like real time playing, a majority of people, if you're not really being like, if you're not being insane and trying to find some weird issue with it, you won't be able to tell. I also think if you're not using path tracing either, you just... If you're not using path tracing in a game that doesn't have ray reconstruction, so obviously we don't have that here, I think it makes the image more noisy anyway. Especially with upscaling. If you're not even using ray tracing or path tracing or anything, I doubt you could tell any difference whatsoever. The adaptive frame generation, yeah. What's that? The dynamic one. Yeah, I'll definitely check that out when that comes out. Am I currently using frame generation? No. What other settings do we want to see whilst I'm on preset M? We want to have a look at balanced maybe, because I've not actually even seen that. I mean, quality is just a... We've checked quality out already. There's just no point. It doesn't look any different from native. I mean, balanced. From DLSS 4, I always thought balanced looked basically the same as quality. So I'm expecting with DLSS 4.5. I can't imagine there's going to be any difference. I'm going to go straight for this boss. Get absolutely spanked. Is this the boss that fires the electric shocks? I think it is. We're not really getting any... we're not really getting much FPS difference between the... It's weird, because when I go to quality, it definitely gives me an FPS. Definitely gives me an FPS hit. So there we go down to about... Well, 60, 50, 60. Not massive leaps between the different presets, really, is there? 55, 54. Bit of a sharpen. Yeah, you can switch that down, though. I did already switch it down a bit. I put it to... It was on 5. I think I've got it on 3 now. I do think 4.5 does seem more sharp, though. Like, way more than 4 looked. Any major difference? It looks insane, but it's going to be massively dependent, I think, on what GPU you have as to whether the performance hit is worth it. I'm on a 4090. I'm on a 5090 here, and I'm not really getting much performance hit, but it's going to be dependent on what GPU you have. Sounds like some people on even a 5080 are seeing much worse performance hit. What's going on with the stuttering? That stuttering is not ideal on a big boss. I'm dead. How did I get on top of the rocks and stuff to dodge the... Oh, yeah. What happens when he destroys all of them, though? No! Oh! There are no more rocks. How do I hide from him? Have some of this. Yes, do it. Do it, boys. The stuttering for me is still crazy, though. Look at that frame time. Oh, God. Yeah, it does seem to stutter way more than I remember it used to. Be. I don't know if maybe that's kind of some adverse effect of the new driver. It's Unreal Engine 5 though, that doesn't help. I know it's always been a bit like that. He's in big trouble. He's in big trouble. No! 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 Oh! No! How are you supposed to dodge that? You need actual max level timing. Absolute absurd timing. What other, let me know what other settings, should we maybe, what other settings do you want to see? Do we maybe want to see it without path tracing on? That might be worthwhile. Let me get to a save bit and restart. It might be worth having a look at that as well. Jump. Yeah, but the rings hit you too quick and you can't jump quick enough. Like, I was spamming jump there, but you actually can't physically jump that quick. Like, the character doesn't let you do it. I think maybe you jump roll, maybe, would give you enough. Stand on the rocks. This is what people say. There were no rocks, though. He destroyed them all. The rocks were gone. Do I look like David Beckham? What the? Almost. So we'll get path tracing off. is it? Get that off. Quick restart. How did I get DLSS 4.5? I'll do a quick video tonight on it. It'll only be like a 1 or 2 minute video. I'll show you exactly how to do it. Thanks for subscribing. BU. Is that B for Bournemouth University? Supposed to save the rocks and not let him break it. Well, that didn't happen. Hindsight. That's quite hard to do though, no? Saving those rocks. He smashes them. So I'm going to leave it on balanced here. This is without path tracing though. So FPS wise, you're going to get huge FPS increase. You need to swap the DLAA files. No, you don't. You can just override it in the Nvidia app. We'll see. Maybe it's path tracing. Show the toggle between DLSS. Yeah, I'll give you the quick components now of it. You need to make sure you've got the beta version, so you need to tick this box, and it'll probably, if you don't have the beta, it'll make you restart the Nvidia app. And then all you need to do is, it's basically the same as DLSS 4, really. But you just need to make sure you've now got more presets. So historically, DLSS 4 was K, preset K, where now you've got to just, you've got L and M. There's differences between quality and performance with these. I'm not entirely sure as of yet. It's the first game I've tested it in. I personally think M seems to look better from what I've seen, but you can just put it on the latest here. If you just put latest, that'll be 4.5. I'm just purely testing M at the moment. And then that's all you need to do. So I've done that. I haven't done that on my like global settings. I just do it per game, but then all you need to do is just switch DLSS on in the game. So pretty much the same as DLSS 4. It's just a different preset. Well, if you use the latest, it's not any different, basically. It'll always use the latest version, which now is 4.5. Whereas when only 4 was out, the latest was 4, if that makes sense. But you can also then manually use the individual presets like M or L, which I've got it on. See, my frame time looks much better. Maybe not. I spoke too soon. There's big frame time spike there. The lows look better, though, without path tracing on. Frame time doesn't look as crazy. Maybe you're seeing that boss fight again. What does ultra performance look like without path tracing then? So set it to 25% ultra performance. I mean, that doesn't look any different to me straight away. You can force the preset now. Yeah, you could force the preset for a while. You could do that with DLSS 4. Oh my god, I've actually just died. Is AMD going to catch up? I mean, they've just done Redstone, and that's not as good, so I don't think they're going to be releasing anything anytime soon. They only released that like last month. They'll probably have something that'll be as good as this, but it'll be like another, you know, it'll be late. Nvidia's always a bit ahead, isn't it? Of like, they'll do like DLSS 5, and AMD will be doing it like another year after that, you know? Same with, you know, FSR 4, that came after. I don't know how long after that came. So we'll see what the frame time is like. So I need to save these rocks. Have a day off. Start. Oh, I'm dead. Let me get out. Don't hit the rock. No. I should use all my health. Yeah, I'm not seeing the stuttering. I think it's path tracing doing it. No. The rock's gone. What, this rock? Oh, I'm dead. Smack him, smack him! Give him everything. Yes, lads. I need to heal up. It's gonna end badly. He's mad. Get on the rock! Oh, yes! Easy! What happens? Did you just permanently do this? Oh, mate, that is easy. We're doing it. No! Don't destroy my rock. You better not destroy my rock. No! I've got one left. When's he gonna do it? Stay near the rock. How do I have 20 millisecond latency? Because I'm not using frame generation. Oh, this is game over for him. Use a special... Do it, do it, do it! End him. Oh my god. When's he gonna do it? I don't like it. I've just got no health though, I'm so close. Actually, I'm not close at all, am I? I don't, I'm kidding myself. He's gonna do it. Oh, easy. Can't you just jump to dodge the rocks? But why? Why would you jump to dodge the rocks when you can just do this? This is way easier. Look, you don't even have to move. Why wouldn't you do that, you know? Can I not use, actually? Have I not got, No! Oh, damn it! I've blown my load early, do you know what I mean? Look at my health. And none of these health. I need mana so I can use my specials. Or whatever you call it. Any other settings you want to see whilst I'm checking it in this game? Then you can punish the attack. You just wasted like 45 seconds, did no damage. Yeah, I'm not. It's not that serious, really. I'm messing around. Even ultra performance. That's what we're on, isn't it? What does it look like frame generation as well? I just get this weird flickering though with frame generation. You see that? I saw this same thing with FSR frame generation. It's got to be a game thing. How obvious is that on the stream? Just you see this crazy flickering. Does it work in every game? If the game supports it. What were the other bosses that I'm on at the moment here? There's the one in the like blood bath. And then there's the secret one, isn't there? What was that secret dragon? Was it a dragon? I think it was, right? Is it available for 30 series? Yeah. It's available all the way down to 20. At least officially in the like driver Nvidia app. What driver? What preset? I'm using M at the moment. Yeah, still get this weird flicker of frame generation, but obviously no changes to that at the moment. We'll have to retest frame generation once that gets released. Where's multi-frame generation 6 tire? It's not out yet. This is with ultra performance, frame generation times 4. Nothing new frame generation wise. None of that stuff's out yet. This is just DLSS 4.5 ultra performance though. Definitely introduces more ghosting with frame generation, but obviously there is no changes to that. That's still going to be the same. It's obviously still going to look better without that. But ultra performance here, honestly, this is with path tracing off now, and it looks much better. There's less noise. But there's really no... It's very difficult to tell any difference. For 3090 Ti, it'll support DLSS 4.5, yeah. DLSS quality. Frame generation ×2. And even with multi-frame generation ×4, the latency is really not like even noticeable. I still do get this flicker, yeah, it's like the sharpening thing. I think it's just a game issue. I've seen oh, it's a sharpening thing. I've seen that exact same issue with AMD FSR frame generation as well. That does fix it, though, going sharpening to 0, but I think the game... I don't know, the game don't look as good with sharpening at 0. But it does resolve the, that weird flickering. They still get a stutter a bit more. Why does my latency just say lat? Lat pull down. Get those lat pull downs. Get those lat pull downs in. It's just because that's what it's called in the Nvidia overlay. I don't know. You can't change that. It's just an Nvidia thing. I mean, this is called MLAT. We got MLAT. We got RLAT. You can't change it. We got all the lats. No! Damn it! I couldn't even get out of that. Can't find that setting. It's just in the Nvidia. I don't know. Statistics. Nvidia overlay. Statistics, and then it's there. Are you on, like... You might be on something else. You might be on, like... Basic. You're on basic. Even on basic, it's there. It's there. Average PC latency. That's lat. I just go to custom just because I don't really want to see all the other stuff. Yours shows as PC average PCL-AV. Well, I don't know. Mine all shows as lat. MLAT. MLAT, RLAT. Double lat. Any settings we want to see quickly? I'm probably going to have to head off in a sec, but what I'll do is I'll try and record a quick video as to how to enable DLSS 4.5. I feel like that would be useful, or how I did it. And then I'll tomorrow try and check out Cyberpunk with it as well, because I think that's probably going to have worse ghosting. It's probably maybe not going to be so good on that game. So if you're interested in seeing that and not already subscribed, make sure you do so, and I'll try and go live same time tomorrow. If you have loads of stats, yeah, it probably groups it. Because for example, like if I just do the latency stats, it groups them all as lat. Look, you can see them. I'm guessing, yeah, if you maybe add other stuff, potentially, I don't know. It doesn't, I don't know. Is there, what, did you want it to say lat for you, or? I purely only need that one anyway, because I've got all my other stats in MSI, so I don't really need to see all that other stuff. I know what it is. It's latency, so I'm not really too bothered. I've never been down here. Have I? What's the point of this? Am I currently using DLAA preset? No, at the moment I think we've got it on DLSS quality at the moment. I've got it on DLSS quality. It's quite bright, isn't it, when you look like that? Is preset M DLAA? No, preset M is just DLSS 4.5. The presets they're not a level of upscaling. The presets themselves. Like the presets are the versions. So for example, K is DLSS 4, M is DLSS 4.5, M and L. Once you're on those presets in the game, you then have to configure the actual level. If that makes sense. So for example, I'm at quality here. If I go to 100, it would be DLAA. You can see that there. Current DLSS quality mode DLAA, but you could be on DLAA on preset M, preset L, preset K. They all have DLAA. They all have every level. Tarkov, as in what? I don't know if this is well. I'm going to say this. This might be a bad take. Tarkov is one of the worst games I've ever played. Maybe not worse, as in like objectively, but I had the least fun playing that game ever. There's just something about that game that I just can't stand it. And last time I played it, the performance is absolutely horrendous as well. And I bought that game twice. Just so I could test it. That's how dedicated I am. Is 6 times frames an out? No. I feel like overall I'm not actually I'm not like a massive... I don't vibe that well with extraction games. I don't mind Battle Royale games, but I find it... I don't know, there's something about extraction games. I find extraction games... I felt the same way about Arc Raiders. I just find it quite grindy and I don't get the point. Like, I just don't... Once I've played it a bit, I just don't... I don't know. With Battle Royale games, I feel like an excitement to try and win. But in, like, extraction games, I just feel a bit like... I liked, actually. Hunt Showdown is probably the best one. I like that game. But there's something about Hunt Showdown that just, like... It just feels really intense. I don't know. It feels, like, more exciting. Where, like, Arc Raiders... I appreciate it's a good game and I like it, but I just don't ever play it loads. Because I'm just, like... I just don't, like... Once I've done it, or done a couple of the maps and stuff, I'm like, oh, okay, I'm done. Like, that's fine. I just... don't feel the grind aspect of, like, getting different guns or whatever. Like, I just don't really care. Or, like, different types of loot. Like, I just don't care. Also on talk, yeah, I just don't know. And I don't even know, like, I bought it once to test it, I tested it, I somehow lost the account. Or something, I just couldn't get, I forgot my login also, and I just couldn't recover it. So I bought it again. And I've probably lost that one now as well. And I don't know, I'm probably not going to buy that a third time. I'm not that dedicated. So what I'll do is probably tomorrow. I think I've got Cyberpunk installed. Why have I got? What's that? Why have I got the soundtrack installed? Get that off. Although to be fair, what was that song by? What was that song in the DLC? By that famous artist, I don't know what it is. Elon Musk's ex-wife. Do I have Hunt Showdown installed? I don't think I do. I don't. 83 gig. But yeah, I'll try and check. What other games might we get to check? Portal won't probably have it, will it? That game is nuts with, Does it even have... It does have DLSS, doesn't it? Oh, it does. You could run it in that. What other games just have crazy path tracing? Delicate Weapon, is that what it's called? Yeah, it was Grimes, that's it. Yeah, I don't see that in that list. It's probably because it's in the DLC. This is probably from the original game, isn't it? But yeah, I'll try Cyberpunk. We'll try Cyberpunk tomorrow, so make sure you're subscribed if you want to see that. I'll go live similar time. I'll have a look at that because I think that'll probably be the big test because that game has like absolutely horrendous ghosting, or it did do. I should do the new Avatar. I did actually play Avatar recently. That doesn't have like path tracing though. Indiana Jones, yeah, I actually have that installed. Anyway, I'll head off now and try and record a quick video and get it on the channel just so, because I obviously get a lot of questions as to how to even enable it and stuff. I'll try and do that quick, and like I say, I'll be back again same time tomorrow. We'll try out some Cyberpunk. So thanks a lot for watching. It's been good having a look at that. Very impressed at it so far. Oh, this looks really good. Obviously, like I said, I am on my 5090, so I think performance might maybe be a bit different on other GPUs by the sound of it. Do we actually have... Is there any indication as to like what games will get frame generation times 6? Because I know sometimes they release like a list of games that'll get it first, don't they? Oh wait, what's this? Is it like James Bond and stuff? Phantom Blade? What game's that? Don't know if that's on my... That's not even on my wish list. What's this? Let's have a look. Of course we'll have a look. This looks like Black Myth Wukong, no? This looks like Black Myth Wukong. This is the same... Is that the same studio? Am I being stupid? No. That looks well similar though, no? Unreal Engine 5. S game. The music's the same. Yeah, it is hack and slashy, isn't it? Hacky slashy. Seems falling apart. If I had a 285k, I do have 4900k. Is it a demo? No, it was a video. I was just watching that. Because that's on the list, weirdly, of biggest PC games of 2026, powered by DLSS 4. That's one of them. That, the James Bond game, Pragmata, and Resident Evil. So possibly there you get the frame generation times 6. Mars, yo. Long time no see. Yeah, I'm actually I'm about to go. I was just quickly I'll be back tomorrow. We'll check out Cyberpunk, the DLSS 4.5. I was just quickly reading up a little bit on the new frame generation just because I've been at work all day and I saw this announcement happen last night, or it happened really early in the morning, didn't it? Well, for the UK. And then I've just been at work all day, so I haven't really had any time to actually look at it. Resident Evil will cut. Yeah, when that comes out in, when does that come out? That's like probably one of the earlier games, isn't it? I've got so many games on my wish list to be announced. Does it even have a date? Oh yeah, February. Is that pretty much the earlier? Oh, this game looks really good, but that comes out in February. This game as well. Did anyone play the first one of these? I enjoyed the first game. It's so wacky. That comes out February as well. That's probably the earliest big release though, isn't it? 2026 is probably Resident Evil. All the others are just coming soon. Anyway, I'm gonna head off. I'll quickly do a video on how to enable DLSS 4.5 and stuff. So hopefully, maybe that'll be helpful. But outside of that, thanks a lot for watching, and I'll catch you same time tomorrow.